New league year is upon us. The VFL, we're getting ready to do this thing all over again, right? I know it's May 27th and we have 3 months until our keepers are due and our draft begins, but I thought, you got to start somewhere. New league year. So I thought I'd pop on here real quick and say hello and say, "Hey, how's it going? You getting ready for summer? Who's excited for another Arizona summer for those of you who are in this league and live in Arizona?" We do say goodbye to a few teams this year. We are losing actually 3 teams this season. Both of the Boddingtons are leaving us. The Big Waller brand and Sax in the City are gone. We are also losing Chelsea Carter, who is the wife of Brian Carter, 3 toes and an asshole, or whatever his team name was last year. Beat by a Girlie is gone as well. So as we bid them adieu and we thank them for their years of loyal support to the VFL, this opens up some opportunity to bring in some new, fresh blood, some fresh players into the game. So first up, we're going to have Lou Ayres, who's typically going to be known as the Wicked Weasels. That's my guess, is that's what he's going to do this season again. But that's his logo. Oh, you can't even see my arm. Look at this stupid green screen shit. I tell you, there's my hand. Where is it? Where's my titty? Well, that's right over there is his logo. Whatever. Wicked Weasels. Lou Ayres, director of food and beverage that I've worked with for many of years. He's now actually working for a private hotel company. They're vice president of operations, traveling throughout the company. So we know he's got time to play. And I think I'm in every other possible fantasy football and baseball league with him and have been for over a decade now. We also welcome Frank Martinez, who's the director of dining services at Revel Ranchera in Reno, Nevada. So Team Frank, who's got the little Raiders logo that I've created right here. We'll see what kind of fun and creative name he comes up with. But we welcome you, Frank, as you embark on your Voida Fantasy League journey. And Team Espo, Gregory Esposito, I got his little logo right here. You might know him from the PHNX podcast. Been covering the Suns for quite some time, worked in their marketing department as well. So another avid sports fan and fantasy football player. So I really feel like we are going to increase the level of competition in the 2023 Voida Fantasy League, which is kind of redundant to say, right? The VFL League, the Voida Fantasy League doesn't make any sense. Just to give you guys kind of an update as how this year is going to go, August 26th is the day that we are looking for you to lock in your 2 keepers. That is the last day of preseason football. So by then, we should know who's injured, who's not injured, who we want to keep, and what our strategy is going to be. Generally, the players that are going to be hanging out on our teams and going to be our keepers, they're already done playing by then. That's week 3 of the preseason. Remember that there's only 3 weeks of preseason nowadays, so you don't even get a chance to really scout. All those fantasy people scouting. You don't even get a chance to do that. So again, August 26th is going to be the day in which your keepers are due, and I will pester you. I will. Now I know to the 3 of you who are watching this someday, sometime, some other planet, you're wondering, what, Voida, why are you wearing a Bills hat? Cardinals are going to suck this year, bros, and dudes and dudettes. Cardinals are going to suck. So if I'm going to support a team and I'm going to have my heart broken like I am every year when it comes to non-fantasy based football, I'm gonna support the team that broke my heart growing up as a kid. Go Bills this year. I'll root again for the Cardinals yet next year when they have 2 first-round picks in the top 5. They're gonna be fucking ass this year. So yeah, I also support the team from where my mom is from, which is Buffalo, New York. Grew up a Bills fan, broke my heart 4 times in Super Bowls. So I said, shit, if I'm going to hate or love a team that's going to break my heart, I'm going to like the local, and that was the Cardinals. Well, I'm flipping back this year. So fuck off, as Logan Roy would say. The draft this year is going to be 8 p.m. Arizona time on the last day of August, August 31st. That is a Thursday. In the past, I've tried to do it around Labor Day, considering that the season begins on the 7th of September, which is just after Labor Day. We always run into a problem. Paul's always off at some fucking party at a lake that's got no reception. Some 20 different reasons why people can't execute a draft on Labor Day weekend. So we're actually going to do it a couple of days before. August 31st will be the draft date. So start to put that in your calendars and know again that that's 3 months out. Scoring's the same. League fee is again going to be $100 like it was last season. And I was talking with some members of the league, and I thought this would be kind of fun. It's going to be our 4th season of doing the Voida Fantasy League in this format, in the Supermax League. I won the first season. I won the second season. Paul Vojta of the Griswolds won last year. The Voitas have held court thus far in the Vojta Fantasy League. So we were kind of joking. I think it's actually kind of fun. If your team wins, we name the league after you, and you carry that for the next year. So let's say that Brian Carter wins. It will be the Carter Fantasy League for a year. So not only do you win the title, it's a reminder every time who the champ is, who the reigning champ is. So that's another thing to fight for this season. So that's all I really have. 5 minutes of your time, just giving you an update here in May. Everything's live on the website. Make sure that you visit the Void of Fantasy League website for any news and information, or stop by the NFL.com site as well. But looking forward to another fun fantasy season, which will occur in a summer from now. We are a summer away from when we play. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, have a fun and safe summer. Start thinking about who those keepers might be.